Right. So yesterday we finished the job. Well, part finished it. We got the cladding on, but we still haven't got the metal for the back, which is coming Thursday, I believe. So back to the other one where it was a garage base. Now, a guy commented, "Why are you pulling down a brick garage to build a timber shed?" Well, first of all, it ain't a shed, is it? Do you know what I mean? There's sheds, there's summer houses, and there's garden rooms. But the reason why is because if we'd have carried on and converted the garage, the brick garage, so we'd have had to put another wall on there so we could insulate it properly. We'd have had to lift the floor up. We'd have had to insulate that, and which would have made the room a lot smaller. But if David just stands there now, you can see what we've actually done. We've pushed the build that way, so the customer's patio's there, so he'll step up into his doors here. What we're going to do, we're going to build this back wall, we're going to metal clad it, and we're going to drop it, stand it in place, and then I'm going to put some ties. I'm going to take this wall plate off there, take that line of mortar off, I'm going to fix some ties to the back of the building, and I'm going to drop another 2 courses of bricks on there so that this wall will be tied into the building. So if Davey just jumps in there now, Davey, you can see them. This lady here, who was like, this was her view on this customer's garden. So what we'll do, we'll take that off. There'll be another 2 course of bricks on there. I'll put a capping stone on top of that. And for all intents and purposes, nothing has changed for her. She'll still see the brick wall that she always has, rather than the big side of the garden room. The garden room will come to there. What I'll do then, I'll put a dummy wall on there. So visually from the front, it's cedar clad all the way around, so you won't actually see very much of that from the front. So that'll all tie in, that'll look nice. There is a little bit of a wobble on the wall at the moment. I'm not going to push it, but it's just slight. Can you see it, David? But if you bear in mind that wall, we haven't done anything apart from take the roof off it basically. So you know, the roof was holding it, stopping it ballooning out. So once I tie it into my building, it'll be nice and structurally sound. And there's no wind going to be hitting this either, because I know one guy says, "Oh, it'll pull it down with the wind." Well, timber framed houses that are brick clad, so you build a timber frame and then you tie the brickwork into the timber frame. So if you think about any wind coming, like let's say the wind is driving down there, it's going to hit the garden room and it's never going to touch this wall. And she's got this wall and conservatory here, so there's no wind coming from here either. So that's what we're going to do. We had a lot of problems with this. It literally just peed it down consistently when we were trying to build it. Aga Protect, it's absolutely fine for 6 weeks. So we took the glue off that, just brushed it off. John's just measuring back wall now. So what we're going to do is, when I put my 2 courses on there, I'm going to take that off there as well. So that's tidy from there, and we're going to drop a new course of bricks on there. This wall will drop in there. That's going to stay. We'll reinstate that paving there. All our doors will slide this way, and then they'll sit like that. She's also going to have a storeroom on this as well, so there will be a door here to the storeroom, and we're going to put him a little step in there as well. So that's it. When we get this wall up, I'll show you us putting the cladding on and dropping the metal enough for the roof, but I'll explain that as we go along. Right, so the back of the wall, right, no maintenance cladding. It's poly-coated roofing metal. It means that it will remain like this for the rest of the duration of this building. If it's at an elevation where you're not going to see, or in this case, we could actually get away without this, but we always put metal clad in the back because it cuts down cost and it's no maintenance, and tight little spot up against hedgerow wall, put this on, job done, never see it again. Right, problem with it is when you put the roof on, so David, just stand up here if you can see. Let's say that's the back wall there, yeah, and I'm going to exaggerate the roof, but let's say that's the roof. So if we put this metal on tight to the top of the wall there, we will not get our soffit on. It won't fit underneath. So what we do then, we've created this little spacer block there. And literally that will just sit on top of the wall like that. The metal will then butt up to that like that. And then when John takes that off there now, you can see there's like it is probably about 13 mil is that gap, maybe a bit bigger at 14, but that will allow the soffit to slide on there, and you'll have a nice finish at the top of the building. Right, resilient bars. We used to use port slate battens on the back of these, and we fixed with like a tech screw, and it had a colour-coded cap on. They did the job, but they're just not very attractive, so we've gone down the road of coloured rivets, which are far neater, but of course you're not going to put a rivet into timber, so we put these resilient bars on. They're for dry lining, for soundproofing, but they work a treat on this. So they're screwed at every 400 into the stud in the back of the wall, and then what we'll do then, we'll slide that to there. Is that flush there, Brendan? Just check it's flush from the way up. Are we good, yeah? Yeah, right, so that's flush with end of building. We have already, I've just leant on that and moved it, sorry. Yeah, Just check your bottom again, Brandon, just before I lean on it again and move it for a third time. Are we good? Right, so we've marked up that slate button. I know there now, I've gone into the resilient bar there. And there as well, I can feel it going in. Rivet gun, probably one of the better tools. if the battery were charged.
Did you buy another?
Oh, whatever happened to it? I did buy another one. Right, we've got one battery for that. It's dead. Let's see if it'll do another one. But we've ordered breakfast, so that will give us time to get it charged. But basically, right, so you can see there what a nice little neat finish that is. There was nothing wrong with the other ones, but we just prefer these because it's a lot smarter, a lot neater. So what we'll do now, we'll just literally metal clad the full back of this wall, then we're going to stand it up. And like I said earlier on in the video, what I'll do, I will rivet some straps to the steel, send them over there, take that wall plate off and bed another 2 courses on the top of there, which will then tie the wall into the back wall, and we're all good. Right, breakfast time. Right. Yeah, so we've got the main structure up now. You can see what I was trying to achieve earlier on. So this lady's drive, they had a garage there before, so for all intents and purposes, she's still going to see the garage. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that wall plate off, take that off, build it up of courses, and I'm going to tie it into our building now, which is structurally sound. And what I'm thinking I'm doing, I may cut that metal back to there. I'm going to bring the seed around there and just lip it into there so that it finishes that. You can't see all that, but you can see behind there, look, we've thrown some pea gravel in there just to finish that off there. And of course this wall will be tied to there. I've undone straps so they'll come off when I take wall plate off as well. So it's worked out quite well. This will be her storeroom here. We'll have to put a little step there to get up. It'll be a metre storeroom. She'll have bifolds there which will all slide this way, and a nice little drop down just to step out onto her patio. And I'll just show you what we've done round here. So the retaining wall from the garage was there because obviously this garden's built up on different levels. So what I've done, I've put some of the no maintenance cladding there, because if I cedar clad that, A, I can't fix it, and B, I can't finish the cedar. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a timber fillet on there to bring all that, and I'll bring my cedar out so my cedar just drops down maybe 20 mil past there. That'll finish. I'll put another course of bricks on there, throw a bit of pea gravel down in there, and that'll look tidy. And what I've done there, I've just run steel saw down there. I don't know if you can see that, Davey, can you? Yeah. So that I can take that section of wall off. But I think, well, I know I've achieved what I really wanted to, what I wanted to by building it as tight as I could for them so that they could get the size of the old garage. I mean, the old garage came to there, so you know they've got a little bit more than what they had previously, but they're obviously going to have an insulated usable structure. And the lady next door has still got the same outlook she had before. So tomorrow now we will get the roof on if it don't rain, and we'll probably build this internal wall as well. But you can see it's all taking shape now. So that's it. So there should be a little subscribe button down there if you'd like to hit that, and you'll be able to see this one completed. So do please like and subscribe and leave us a comment as well. Thank you.